Welcome to week 2. Last week you focused on Florence Nightingale and the environmental theory. You did a really wonderful job using the environmental theory in a case study of Mrs. Adams, and I applaud your efforts. This week we're going to talk about 20th century nursing theorists, and in particular 3. Virginia Henderson, in your discussion question. I find her interesting. She was born in 1897. She wanted to become a nurse because her brothers served in World War I, and they anticipated a shortage of nurses. So she went to school initially at the Army School of Nursing at Walter Reed. Find that fascinating. She is a pretty interesting woman in her own right, and I hope you enjoy reading about her. The discussion question on Virginia Henderson asks you again to use her theory and apply it to your nursing practice. If you're a concurrent student, you may want to use your desired nursing practice or a nursing practice area that you have completed clinical orientation or rotation there. The second bullet asks you, how does it align with the ANA's definition of nursing? And so to me, if I was reading this and it was my assignment, I would know that I need to include in my discussion question someplace what the definition of nursing is according to the ANA. It also asks for one evidence-based research article. That would not be your textbook, and it would not be a YouTube video. It would be, you can certainly use those two, YouTube video and your text, but you are to include at least one evidence-based research article. Let's move back to the PowerPoint presentation. And this PowerPoint presentation asks you to create the PowerPoint on just one of the two, whether or not it's Hildegard Peplau, who, interesting enough, born around 1909. She became a nurse because she saw the devastations that the flu had on family. And she became a nurse because of that. She is also one of the first nurses to recognize the importance of psychiatric nursing and providing foundation and evidence on that. Now, she initially had 4 phases of the nurse-patient relationship. Your book compares and contrasts 3 phases, but we want you to look at the 4 phases originally defined by Hildegard Peplau. Utilize it into the current practice example, and then again use one evidence-based research article to support your practice example. Or you can do a PowerPoint presentation on Dorothea Orem, combined the first and the last name I did, self-care deficit. Now, Dorothea Orem was also born early on in the 1900s. She was born in 1914. She was an OR nurse, a pediatric nurse, a med-surg nurse. It was pretty amazing. But again, want to look at what her self-care deficit theory is. Again, utilize it to the current nursing practice example. And again, use one evidence-based research article to support your practice example. Now, that you look at that, the PowerPoint has to be in APA format. You're going to have a total of 3 references. One is the evidence-based research article, and then 2 other references. One needs to be your textbook. You need a title slide, a reference slide. So all total, you're going to have anywhere from 12 to 17 slides. You have 1 slide for title, 1 slide for the reference, and then you have 10 to 15 slides for content. In the past, we had the nursing students do both. The PowerPoint on both Hildegard Peplau and Dorothea Oram. The evaluations came in, the suggestions came in, comments came in, comments between the students, but also with faculty. And so we listened to everyone and decided that this PowerPoint would be enough if you just used one of the theorists instead of both. So we do listen to your comments and we do take suggestions. Good luck. Take a look at the announcement, see if there's any tips that you might be able to glean from the announcement this week, and I wish you all the best. Good luck.